Alright, YouTube, what's up? Check it out, right? I wanted to tell y'all a little story that, let me turn this AC down so it ain't making too much noise. I'm in the car, make a little errand to Wawa for my lady, get her a smoothie. But anyway, yeah, those who know me know that I'm a biker, thoroughbred. Not a biker like Harley Davidson biker, skulls and crossbones and all that BS. I'm a biker more like biker boys. I ride street bikes. If you know, you know. But I recently got released from prison. Not recently, but back December 1st last year, 2022. And by February, I was able to get me another bike. I haven't been on a bike in almost 13, 14 years. But, so I was able to get the money to get my bike, right? So what this video is about, it's about Facebook Marketplace and the scams and all that. Well, I found a bike. I wanted it bad. It was a 2002 Suzuki GSXR 1000. It was beautiful. It was black and gold, my favorite colors. Had some red accents with the Gixxer logo. Well, it was way up north Georgia, almost to South Carolina. So I paid a friend of mine $150 to bring me up there to get the bike in a truck and a trailer. Well, on the way up there, his truck, I believe the transmission went out. And I was like, I don't know how far I was away exactly, but I had to call an Uber to take me to the town where I was buying the bike. Me and the person already agreed $3,000. He wanted $35,000 for it, but I talked him down, basically haggling and stuff like that. Well, he agreed to the $3,000, so I shot up there. Truck broke down. I ended up having to take an Uber the rest of the way. I ended up paying another $190 for an Uber. Once I got there, I took the Uber to a Waffle House because Buddy was at work, but he was supposed to be getting off soon. Well, I got to Waffle House, shot him a text on Marketplace. He says, yeah, bro, I'm going to be getting off soon. I'm going to come scoop you up. And then he's going to take me to his house. I'm just going to purchase the bike and ride the bike back to Jacksonville. Well, Buddy ain't send me no text, no nothing. I ain't heard from Buddy like 2 hours later. I shoot him a text, what's up, da-da-da-da-da. Then about an hour later, after me being there for like 3 hours, he shoots me a message saying, man, my old lady doesn't want to do $3,000. She wants to do $35,000. I'm tripping. We done agreed to $3,000. I done spent money to come way up here in BFE, Georgia, in the woods. I've been sitting at this Waffle House for 3 hours at this time. And I was mad. Like, if I could have got my hands on old boy, I probably would have went back to the Old Testament. But praise God, I wasn't around him. Thank you, Lord Jesus. But I was like, look, bro, after I counted all the cash on me, I had just over $3,200 in cash. So I shot him a text. I'm like, look, bro, this is all I got. I got my credit cards that'll get me back home with gas and food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you all the cash I got. He's like, look, bro, my old lady's not coming off the $3,500. I'm tripping. But I'm trying to be nice because I need this bike. I'm stuck in Georgia with no way home at all. Plus, my car, me and my old lady's car, the Civic that I'm in now, was broke down at the time because I tried to install a stereo system and I drilled a hole through the brake booster. Yeah, things happen. But whatever. Anyway, so the car was broke down. I was waiting on the part to get there. So while I'm up there, I'm searching Facebook Marketplace for bikes around there, seeing if I can catch something while I'm up there, and tell, hey, look, man, I came up here to buy this bike. This dude's bugging on me. So yeah. Anyway, so I didn't really find nothing. I seen a couple things that was close by, but whatever. I had my lady, she said, look, I got $100 I can send you on Zelle or Cash App. I forget which one we was using at the time to add to it. I was like, well, let me hit buddy up. So I believe the total I had came to around it was like $3,380, like literally $120 short of the 35. And I hit him up, this is what I got. And he shot me a message back saying, bro, I'm sorry, but my girl is not coming off the 35. She's tripping that I'm selling it for 35. And now don't get me wrong, the bike was probably worth about 45. But Bubba, you placed it for 35. We made an agreement for 3,000. I done came almost 4.5 hours away from my city, and now you're telling me that you ain't gonna sell me the bike. I basically told him he was a lying POS, because we talked for a while, like for 2 days. Found out he was supposedly a man of God, but the man of God don't do stuff like that, man. It just don't happen. So my lady ended up giving $50 to this chick that we had rent a room from us at the time to use her car to come pick me up. Now that's another $50, and then plus the gas to get up there and get back. So we paid her $50, used her car to come pick me up. Now keep in mind, I've been sitting in this Waffle House. I sat in a Waffle House for almost 9 hours. Spent over $400 just to eat a waffle at the Waffle House in northern Georgia. Like, I was infuriated. I wanted to hurt old boy. But I took all this as kind of like trials and tribulations, and I didn't say, hey God, why are you doing this to me? I said, God, what am I supposed to learn from this? One thing, my patience ain't nothing. So that's one thing I'm sure he's helping me with. And then people in general who go back on their word, it's a flaw I have sometimes too as well. That's my old lady. I've broken a few promises to her. Thank God she's still with me. But I felt like he was trying to humble me and trying to get me to slow down a little bit, because I had been out of prison about 3 months. Wasn't doing nothing bad, nothing illegal, but I started turning up a little bit, you know, started drinking a little bit. I don't even drink. But so on the way back home, I get a text on Marketplace from a bike that I had found in that area. It was a 2003 Suzuki GSXR 750, which happens to be the very first Suzuki I ever owned back in 2005. So I really wanted this bike. It was had a 9-inch stretch. It had a nice little paint job. It was nice on the Marketplace. It looked real good. But if anybody knows anything about bikes can look real good in pictures, and then when you get up to them, they look like puke. But so I told Buddy, I said, look, I called him. I told him the situation, what just happened with somebody in Marketplace. I said, look, Bubba, I'm about an hour away from Jacksonville. I've been up for over 24 hours. I'm tired. I've been in this Waffle House, sitting up here. It's raining. It's cold. It's February. I was ready to go home and go to sleep. I said, look, man, the dude, he wanted $3,500 for his bike. I said, look, I got $3,200 cash if you bring it to me. But it was like, man, I don't even got the gas to get down there. I was like, well, look, I can shoot you some of the money now and you come on. And he's like, all right, cool, I'll do that. I was like, wow, okay, well, I'm gonna shoot you $50 and you better not play me, because before I do this, I want you to send me a picture of your license, who you are, all that. I want to know all your information before I send you this money. So he sent me all this information, and just so happens, he's in the military. He's like military police type. He's Army, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I feel the dude's certified, right? I shot him the money. We both got iPhones, got on the tracker. I'm tracking him. He's coming. I go home, I tell him, bro, I'm going to sleep. This was like 7, 8, about 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. He had to do a couple things before he headed down here. Felt like he was playing me because he didn't leave until like about 5 p.m., 6 p.m., something like that. Well, he ended up getting to my house somewhere around 11. It was dark. Couldn't really see the bike, but thing crunk up, sounded good, looked good. Only thing wrong with it, had the exhaust tip was missing, and he said that the seals were leaking in the front. All right, no problem. Get some new seals and throw an exhaust tip on it. Boom, gave him the cash, got the bike. Love the bike. Bike's amazing. Bike's super fast. Bike's only got 28,000 something miles. It had like 26 when I got it. Now it's got like 28,000 something. But so I got the bike, took all the choker stickers off of it because I'm a knight. You feel me? It's all about the kingdom. I don't want nothing evil around me. So I took all that off. Okay, I had this guy. Long story short, real quick, I had this guy work on my bike. He didn't get the seals right. I ordered some more seals. I was working on the bike. I couldn't get it right, and I knew what I was doing, but couldn't find out the reason why the seals weren't holding in place because I ordered seals for a 2003 Suzuki GSX-R 750. Well, come to find out, after I took the forks up to a shop, they told me, after they ran the parts number and all that, them were forks off of a 2012, or no, excuse me, now it's got 2012 forks on it. It was 2008 GSX-R 1000 Vortex forks. The 750s don't come with the Vortex. So that was why. So he's like, look, man, and the dude I had working on it before done lost some parts. He said, I got one complete, and I can get a bent fork off eBay and build you another one. Cost you $300. I'm all right, bet, do it. Well, during this process, while I waited almost a month before these forks, before they finally called me, I had found a set of forks with the tire, the rim, the rotor, and the brake for $150. Boom, I bought that. I put that on the bike. Now my bike's running again. Everything's all good. Well, after a while, I started having charging issues. So I ended up changing out the battery. That didn't fix it, because me and my brother are planning a trip to North Carolina to go ride a Tail of the Dragon with my pop. We did it. It was amazing. But before I get that, so I was having a charging issue, and I went on YouTube University, checked all the videos, stator, rectifier, battery. That's the whole charging system. Change out the battery and you still have problems, you need to change out the rectifier next, and then the stator. But they tell you, if you're going to change out the rectifier, you might as well go ahead and change out the stator. So I went ahead and changed out everything. Okay, now charging system complete. Well, me and my brother, we head to North Carolina. I've been having a code pop up, C42. C42 means, the only thing it says is ignition. Something's wrong with ignition. I say, all right, whatever. Sometimes when you push it in and turn it, it'll say C42. But if you don't press down hard and then turn it, it's always going to say C42, and you go to crank it, it's just going to turn over. It's never going to crank. So if you take the key and press it in there kind of hard and then turn it, it'll excuse me, I gotta adjust because I forgot I gotta get gas. It'll turn over no problem, crank up. So my brother, he tells me, hey, dude on YouTube fix that by spraying some brake cleaner in the keyhole. Boom, I handled that. Well, he did tell me that after he sprayed the brake cleaner in the keyhole, that he sprayed it out with compressed air. I was at Napa on the side of the road on the way to North Carolina. I ain't had no compressed air. So I put the key in ignition, crank it up, go to run down the road. Bike shuts off. It goes that and crazy. Power disappears. I ain't got nothing going on. I ain't got no power. I'm dead. And well, I take that, or this older gentleman, he came up and said, hey, look, man, I see you in a situation. And he was watching for a while from the side of the road. My lady was telling me that he was watching because it was me, my brother, and my lady was following in the car. Well, he came walking up, like looking, not saying nothing at first, but then he's like, hey, look, man, you're having some issues. And I told him what was going on. I was taking a trip up to North Carolina, all that. He's like, well, look, man, just leave your bike here and then come up here, or then go take your trip and then come back. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put trust in dude. So I did. When we pushed the bike down to his house, he had a 1998 Suzuki Gixxer 600 Strad. Beautiful. He told me he'd been working on it for almost 10 years. And it was mint. It was amazing. When I seen that, I felt like my bike was going to have no problems. So I left the bike. We went out there to North Carolina. I had to pause because I got to go in here real quick and get my lady this smoothie because she's actually at work waiting on her. So let me handle that real quick and I'll get back with you.